Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, Winston. Forced out to his left. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a dump off to White. Now White lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a carry for White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Right side caught by Jackson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it's second down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On second down, Winston again. A dump off to Sims. He can't get him down, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A first down throw for Winston. He'll hit Jackson complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
First down, Winston. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A second down throw for Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To the air again with Winston. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
Just such a big play receiver last year. 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's going to open up the offense in a big way in Tampa.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, Martin. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Winston on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now White, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Here's White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run with White. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
As we well know, James White was an absolute man in the Super Bowl, but boy, his regular season wasn't bad either. Had 60 catches.
60 catches, more than Martellus Bennett, more than Chris Hogan, something that went overlooked in his arsenal. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White as the first half is winding down. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Winston now to throw on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Throw it long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it can be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
Talking about speed, only Tyreek Hill was measured with a faster play last year than Deshaun Jackson, who hit 22.6 miles per hour on a touchdown versus the Cardinals in Week 13. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Final play of the half here. Winston looking deep downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans as time expires in the first half. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. And he knocks it through. So a very tight. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. David Harris able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught by Jackson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a toss play. This is White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. On 3rd down, Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Jameis now on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Allen Branch busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Third and long for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Winston from the gun on third down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The drive starts with a run by White. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the toss, here's White. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And the back goes into motion. Following the interception, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, Winston again. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The tight end changing his position. Running for it. Here's Martin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and wind some clock down with Martin. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a second down throw for Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And some space here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
As they run the counter play. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, it's Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Bucs on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Brady caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Brady. Broken tackle. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a run with Martin. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Martin, and some room to work. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
A big conversion on 4th down, but no timeouts left, so you got to go quick here.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.